Yeah, we're continuing on with a new video on this one. It is 3:43 in the morning West Coast time on Saturday, the 7th of February 2026. The Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me, the guy who's still trying to wake up this morning. So, saw the opening ceremonies yesterday morning. They were cool. Very cool. And I didn't hear about the controversy because during the time when they had the March of the Athletes going through, I decided I was going to catch the repeat hours later. I missed controversy at that point. Apparently, there had been some sideline activity from coming from the social media posters, the platforms, Italian government, Olympics, and the United States. Because when I came back on there, people were talking about it on social media of J.D. Vance and his wife getting booed at the Olympic ceremony in Milan, Italy. Now, it wasn't NBC picking up on that one. It was the other journalists from different countries picking up on it and showing it and had it recorded. Now, I saw it. I'm like, wow. And then there was postings on other platforms concerning about it. But hours later, they're being cleaned up and cleaned off. Sterilized. You can get comments, maybe, if you're lucky enough. Some of the other independents picked up on it, already had their own clips, and still showed what was going on. But the other thing that NBC hadn't showed was what somebody, other journalists were working on. Protests going on in Milan concerning about the United States and the ice. Now, what was it, about a month or two ago, ICE was going to be coming over to Italy as a security detachment to protect the United States athletes, ICE agents. They already got a worldwide reputation of being assholes and not following rules, regulations, and the laws of the country here, breaking them left and right. So Italy's saying, no, you can't come in. I don't know if they've been in there or not. But there was protests concerning about the United States. Not against the athletes. They're not punishing the athletes at all. Athletes are welcome. But the politics wasn't. So I don't know what was going on in between. I don't know, without going much into other postings, if I got access into them. But I'm suspecting, I'm projecting, that there have been deals arranged between the United States and Italy and Olympic Committee and social platforms how to show the United States in a better limelight. If you guys had noticed in the March that when it got closer to the U's, that everything got a little whopper jobbed, out of order concerning about the countries. It's usually alphabetical, right? The United States was nearly last, because he wanted to get Vance and his wife ready for the photo. But just when they were getting their shots out there were recorded, as I said before, by other press people, that there were boos in there. But the United States kept having its people talk. We didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I put my ear right next to the pad right now, as it is, and I was doing this. I was trying to listen. I didn't hear anything. It's like I got whitewashed. So what the hell happened? The United States does not want to be put into the wrong limelight. It wants to have a better limelight. That's Trump's doing. That's Trump's doing. He's already getting so much bad publicity. The other publicity is having the United States being booed on the world stage of the Olympics. Hell, Israel did. Russia did. Venezuela didn't get it. They weren't booed. Israel was. Not a warm welcome at all. So, it seems each year, every 2 years, either winter or summer, there's always got to be some kind of controversy. Right after the Olympics, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, that Ukraine was getting its ass kicked by Russia. Russia did not want to get bad publicity of anything during the winters. They wanted to compete like crazy, get medals, promote themselves to be superior to anybody else, probably. But right after the Olympics ended, that's when they went nuts. So who says the Olympics don't have controversy? I'm waiting for ours in 28. Los Angeles is going to be on the hit parade when it comes down for the summer. We're already having issues with the United States, with our own federal government trying to kill us. Do we really want to do it to foreign students? Actually, to foreign visitors, dignitaries, athletes, to harangue them? It's bad enough when we're doing it to the quote-unquote bad people who came through on someone else's watch, and now they're here causing hell and havoc. I heard the dumbass stories. They were never proven true. The United States will be next on controversy, because we're already showing it on the world stage. We've been showing it on the world stage. Our athletes are trying to show what's best of our countries. But we're not showing it. We're not showing it. Not to each other, and sure as hell to anybody else for that matter. Racial posting that came out of depicting the Obamas I have to say it anyway. The picture that they had posted on social media, and I saw the image. Smiling faces cut out, looked like they were photoshopped and put on pictures of either gorillas or chimpanzees in a jungle setting. Why wasn't I not surprised? Oh, there was feigned outrage coming from the Republican Party. I'm thinking, too little, too late, assholes. You did this shit to yourselves and to everybody else. You allowed it to happen on your watch. You wanted to show people something. Trump admitted it. He admitted to it. And he wasn't apologizing to it either. But they blame a staffer who posted it out there. So apparently Trump can put his stuff in a rough draft, staff it out, and the staffers are doing all the social work, according to someone in there. So Trump is responsible, utterly. It's got his namesake on it. He's approving it. It's out there. He wants it out there. Including if it has to be an insult to the Obamas. Clearly he's racist. He already demonstrated that back in 2016. Oh, no, correction. Decades earlier. There was reports about him owning apartments in New York City, and he wouldn't rent to black people. He would not rent to black people or anybody else of color. His family's racist. I'm not talking about his progenitors. I'm talking about his mother and father. They're racist. Donald J. Trump himself is racist, and the rest of his family is racist. I hate to say it, they're all racist. I'm not going to hate to say it, I'm going to say it. They're racist. And they're hypocrites, too. When there was killings happening or things happening in Central Park in New York, Trump picked on 5 black people, posted it all over. They didn't have social media. They had newspapers at the time. He was buying ads for them to tear them apart left and right. But these guys were not. These guys were not criminals. These guys weren't doing anything. They were just picked out at random. It was proven later in court and in lawsuits that Trump was wrong, utterly. But Trump didn't give a shit. See, he's already demonstrated he's a racist son of a bitch. And he don't care. If you're white and you're rich and you got money, he'll lavish your ass up. Look at Epstein. Epstein's doing the same. He did the same shit when he was alive. And he partied with other rich people, including people all over the world, apparently. Europe, Middle East, maybe a few other places. So the Epstein thing is a curse on everybody in the rich. The elite being cursed. The Clintons demanding public trial. If they're going to be roasted in Congress, in the Senate or House of Representatives, they want it on public record. They want it on camera. But apparently the Senate wants to keep it private so they can have their fun. Oh. Both Bill and Hillary said, no, we want it public. You're going to do this to us? Put it in public. So there's flack on this one. They don't go after other perpetrators who did the bad deeds. No. They go after Democrats or anything else for that matter. They make it political, and they're trying to make points. You want to do points? Let's do it public. Let's make it public. But we'll see. Said before, concerning about controversy, there was a gentleman who was part of the Epstein thing, apparently. Either Rubens or was it solidified? I don't know. Facts are facts. But he was part of was chairman of the LA Olympic community out here. So, probably have to find another guy who's going to be in charge. You know, things are going to be worked on this way. This is politics. This is things happening right now in the world, including in LA. We're still going with the Olympics out here. We're still going to be doing our Olympics. I don't know what the format's going to be. Nobody knows what the format is. They're not talking about it. They're not going to talk about it until they review it to the public. Mum's the word. It would be nice to be part of something. It would have been nice to be part of something. Even if there was a brief few steps concerning about the Olympic torch being passed around. But, you know, I haven't seen that damn thing. Or heard anything coming down the pipeline. It would have been nice to be part of the venue. But, you know, shit happens. Back in '84, we had to go through the San Fernando Valley. A few neighborhoods here and there. It would have been nice to see the 28 coming through Antelope Valley. Get a picture with the torch. Just to say I was there. But I'm here. I'm here. We've got too many ugly things happening these days, but we also have things happening that's testing us out more than what we realize. The usual Super Bowl game every year to test out athletic prowess. At the same time, we're doing the Olympics, testing out more international prowess, just to see if the youngsters have got what it takes to get a medal, either bronze, silver, or gold. It would have been nice if they were selling out chocolate medals. I was seeing some of that postings on social media about chocolate medals either being given or won by people. And Hershey's doing the chocolate medal thing. I mean, if they had the little metal things, actually, you know, wrapped up chocolate, gold wrapped, shaped as medals, that would be something for a collector's item, don't you think? There goes my blood sugar. Yeah, I was thinking about things like that. But other than that, we'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. I could deal with transportation issues for next week. I'm not looking forward to this shit. I swear to God I'm not, but I've got to. I got to get transportation to and from places. Not that I'm grateful for it, but, you know, this is getting nuts. Anyway, we'll talk more, guys. That being said.